Hi guys, welcome back to another video for the SGFC Go YouTube channel. This is my Game Week 6. Yeah, Game Week 6 of the League 1 predictions. I'm struggling to keep doing these. I keep forgetting, but I've remembered it's Wednesday now. And yeah, obviously after Game Week 5, I've last 3 videos. 2 I've not been able to know anything about. But I'm up to 34 points, which if I'm comparing to like Mass SB and Benjamin Bloom on their League 1 predictions, I'm 1 in front of Matt, but behind with Ben. Yeah, Cardiff and Bradford, the only teams unbeaten, which both are still unbeaten in the Carabao Cup as well, after Bradford last night beat my team Stoke 3-0. But fair play to him. It was a weakened Stoke side anyway, it's a second team. But they beat us fair and square. Fair play to them. And Cardiff won 3-0 as well, I'm pretty sure, against Cheltenham, yeah. But now into the league, Cardiff, Huddersfield top, Stevenage still there, Bradford, Stockport, Barnsley in the top 6, Wycombe, Vale, Reading and Peterborough in the bottom half. So yeah, let's get straight into it on 12:30 on Saturday with 2 relegated teams, Cardiff and Plymouth. Actually both played in the cup yesterday. Cardiff with 3-0 victories. Plymouth lost some pens to Swansea, which fair enough, but they've not been bad in the cup too bad. They beat QPR due to Swansea. Just beat Blackpool as well, but I don't think they'll win this. I'll go for a 2-0 win for Cardiff. I think Cardiff, they've not been bad at all. Colwell, big player for him. Not lost a game yet, obviously. And yeah, I think the only time they haven't won this season was against Port Vale away. Other than that, they've won every game and not really conceded as well. 4 games without conceding. Conceded 2 all season, 1 in the cup. Yeah. Next, Doncaster at home to Rotherham. Doncaster, not been too bad to be fair. Did they play in the cup? Don't think. They beat Accrington 2-0 in the cup. I don't think Rotherham... I know Rotherham lost 2 to Barnsley in the cup as well. So Rotherham are out of the cup, Doncaster are through. I think Doncaster have not been bad. Lost 1 game this season, which was to Huddersfield. They play Rotherham, who have not won since the opening day against Vale. I think it'll stay like that. I'll go for a 2-1 home win for Doncaster. Barnsley versus Huddersfield. Now, both teams played yesterday. Huddersfield obviously beat Premier League side Sunderland on penalties away from home, which fair play to them. And Barnsley beat Rotherham 2-1. So, it's going to be a good game. Barnsley in the league, 5 games, 3 wins and a draw and a loss. They have conceded 6 goals, but they've also scored 8 goals. But then Huddersfield have scored 10 and conceded 3 and won 4. And I think there'll be quite a few goals. I'm going for quite a few. I'm going 4-2 Huddersfield. I think that this Huddersfield can score. They've scored 10 and 5. Barnsley also can score. They scored 8 and 5, but they also conceded 6 and 5. So yeah, I'll go 4-2 to Huddersfield away from home. Blackpool versus Bolton now. Blackpool have been poor, really poor. 20th just above the relegation zone, 1 win, 4 losses. They're only been coming against Huddersfield, which is surprisingly, but yeah. They beat Huddersfield and they went and lost to Mansfield and Plymouth without scoring. And to be honest, I don't see them winning this with Bolton. They've only won 1 game this season, which was the open... No, they didn't win open. It was their first home game against Plymouth. But since then, they've drawn all the games 1-1. So this could definitely be a 1-1, and to be honest, I'm going to go for it. The last 3 games have all been 1-1, so I'm going to go for 1-1. Obviously, both teams haven't had a midweek game, so they're fully fitness for this. But yeah, Bradford versus Wimbledon. Both teams who got promoted, both teams who are doing well. Wimbledon last night did lose 2-1 away to Reading, but in the league they've not been bad and have only lost 2 games, which was to Cardiff and Luton, I'm pretty sure. And then Bradford have not lost a single game. They've won in the cup against 2 championship teams away from home, Blackburn and Stoke. Beat Luton as well, who got relegated. I like the look of Bradford, and I think they'll do well here. I'll go for a 2-0 home win for Bradford and keep that unbeaten streak going. Now Burton versus Luton. Luton are obviously, they're doing okay, not doing bad. They've won more than they lost. They've won 3, lost 2. The losses going against Cardiff and Bradford, which, fair enough, beat Wimbledon 1-0, beat Luton 2-0, beat Wigan 1-0. Like, not conceding many. Every game they've won, they've not conceded. And Burton are 16th with just 1 win in 4. Obviously missed the game. They did play last night, lost 1-0 at home to Lincoln. And I don't think they win this one with just 1 win in 4. Yeah, I think against Luton it's going to be tough, and I think they'll get a comfortable 2-0 win away from home. Now Exeter versus Peterborough. Peterborough are bottom. They've not won a game. They got 1 point, scored 2 and 5, conceded 8. But they play Exeter, who are 14th and have won 2 games. One being Blackpool, 4-1. And the other being Wickham away, which not a bad 3 points, sorry. So I do think Peterborough, I'm going to go for a 0-0. I think none of them score. I think it'll just be a 0-0 draw. Now, Leyton Orient at home to Northampton. Northampton are obviously 18th. Not doing too good. Won 1 game this season against Exeter. And that's their only win. And then they're playing Leyton Orient, who are mid-table, not doing too bad. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Scored 6, conceded 9. Did lose 4-1 at the weekend to Mansfield. Yeah, and then obviously lost 3-0 in the day. That's 7 goals they conceded there. They do seem to be leaking goals, but I think at home, I think they'll put the ball in the net quite a few times. I think they'll also concede 1, maybe like a penalty. Lincoln versus Mansfield now. Mansfield are in 8th. 3 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 4 wins in a row. They obviously play Everton tonight. They beat Leyton Orient 4-1, Blackpool 2-0, Exeter 2-1 and Chesterfield 2-0 in the cup. Before that they started the season poorly with 2 losses in the opening 2, but they brought it back, and with 3 wins in a row in the league, 4 wins in all competitions, maybe 5 if they beat Everton, but unlikely obviously. And they play Lincoln, who are 7th. He only lost 1 game this season, which was opening day against not opening day. The game after, second game of the season against Wimbledon. I keep getting mixed up because the championship starts the week after, so I keep thinking that's a opening game, but it's not. Second game of the season, lost 2-0 to Wimbledon, but they are 5 games unbeaten in all competitions, won 2 cup games, won 2 league games and drawn 1 league game away to Bolton. So I think Lincoln will win this one. I don't think it'll be a close, what's called an open game. I think we're very tight, the defences. But I'll go for a 1-0 Lincoln home win. Reading versus Port Vale. Reading are in 23rd, Port Vale 22nd. Both teams haven't won a game yet. They both drawn 2, lost 3. just Reading's goal difference is a lot lower. And with that, and Reading have picked points up against Wycombe away and Bolton away. They're still in the cup though, unbeaten in the cup, with a win against Wimbledon and win against Portsmouth in the first round. We play Vale, who are also unbeaten in the cup, and picked points up in the league away to Burton and at home to Cardiff. But they beat Blackpool away and Birmingham away 1-0 both. So I reckon they might go into this game with more confidence, but I'm gonna back Reading with a 2-1 home win. Stevenage versus Wycombe. Wycombe are in the relegation zone. They haven't won a game yet. They are still in the cup though, after beating Bromley on pens and beating Leyton Orient in the first round. But in the league they picked up a point against Reading and Doncaster, which they've not been looking good, to be honest. And they're playing Stevenage, who are third in the league, have just lost one game, which was a narrow loss to Huddersfield. They're not in the cup as well. They lost to Charlton in the first round, but beat Vale, beat Northampton, beat Rotherham, beat Blackpool. And I think they've got goals in them. They scored 8 so far, conceded 4, and I'll give them another 3 here with a 3-0 home win against Wycombe. Now on the last game, Wigan versus Stockport, which quite funny. They did just play and Wigan beat them 1-0. So if that's got anything to do with it, Wigan are going to win. But the Stockport are 5th, Wigan are 12th. Wigan lost 2 games, won 2, drawn 1. Stockport won 3, drawn 1, lost only 1. And Wigan being at home, they just won 1-0. I think they'll have confidence going into this, and I don't think they'll win it, but I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I have a press calculate at the end of the Saturday. I think this is how the table will look like, with Cardiff and Huddersfield staying at the top, with Stevenage on goal difference just out of it, with Bradford, Lincoln, Doncaster in the top 6, Luton just outside. As we go to the bottom, Plymouth, Port Vale, Wycombe and Peterborough all at the bottom. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's it from me. Peace.